think
I think it was just
Why was
movie
RoboCop in WCW? What's your
think
best guess?
I think Sting needed a partner and Ric Flair was not available.
and the movie was coming out, so they
Did
wanted.
RoboCop kill the guy in the ring? Like, did he shoot him?
Hopefully,
There was a lot of death.
He kills a lot of people in the
fucking
movie.
awesome, and
He kills many people.
with that fucking awesome gun he's got.
He didn't have the cool car though. Is that later? Doesn't he get a cool car at some point?
I don't know. I'm
Sure.
sure.
Wait until we watch
6,000
RoboCop 2.
sucks.
What's that?
The 6,000 sucks.
Oh, that's the best. The 6,000.
All right.
Did they mean to do that?
Yes, they meant everything is meant in this movie.
They meant everything.
Yes.
It's time for RoboCop. I hit record, so go ahead.
We're not
Awesome
streaming
intro.
live?
No,
We never did.
we never streamed the second one live.
Oh, sorry.
Never live, pal. It's always to
We're
tape.
not live, pal.
Live to tape.
Live
Yeah.
tape. Okay.
Live
Do
to
it
tape.
like they used to do it. We
All right,
go
so
live
you-
every other time.
You have HBO Max.
I have
No, it's not
Amazon
HBO Max.
Prime.
You have Amazon
Amazon Prime.
Prime. And what made you want to watch RoboCop? Because of your rating of movies?
This RoboCop's fucking awesome.
Did you think
Or maybe it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There's a lot of holes.
What? I'm excited for you to point them out.
Right.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm just gonna sit back, crack a beer, and
This
do
is a
whatever.
movie literally about everything American. This movie is American Frankenstein.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Okay.
Almost a perfect movie.
Why did you watch this before and think it was
never-
kick ass?
I've never seen this movie before.
Okay, so
Not
what
until
made
this last few months I've seen it.
you watch it then? Just because you're going back and
because-
watching all these
Yeah,
old movies?
those movies I've never seen. And this
It's been your
movie's awesome.
quest in
Yeah,
2020.
just to catch up on old movies.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've wanted to I've never seen this movie. And the thing is, this movie gets saddled with the same type that many movies do, where it gets lumped in with the whole franchise, which isn't nearly as good, which isn't good at all besides the first one. And it's also, people look back on a movie like this and think, oh, RoboCop, that couldn't have been good, but it is good. And just like how so many people think like Saturday Night Fever is like a silly movie about disco, when it's truthfully like a super dark, fucked up movie about like the disco scene and drugs and how fucked up the 70s were. And it's
Never
just,
saw that either.
oh, that movie, there's no movie that encapsulates the 70s better than Saturday Night Fever. It is a really awesome movie. And RoboCop's the same thing, and RoboCop is so good. And this is so many levels of Frankenstein, of Jesus, on everything. This movie hits
Just
it all.
Before we argue
full
and get into this,
Jesus.
Ryan and
Walks
Wally, do
on
you think
water.
this is a Jesus level movie?
It's a resurrection. It's a resurrection.
Oh
He
my
walks
God.
on water.
He does not walk on water. He walks in water. There's
walks on
a difference.
water.
Falls in water. I liked this movie. When I was a kid, I was freaked out by it. I said this, I think, last time. I got it from my local video store, which was like 2 doors down. Or my dad had it or something. It was just sitting around. I watched it. Fucked me up because it is bloody and gory and fucked up.
Yeah. It's
In the
super-
beginning. Super fucked up
It's
movie.
fucked up all the way through.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. But especially the beginning is pretty rough. But I remember liking this movie as a kid. I remember liking RoboCop. I remember having RoboCop vs. Terminator, the video game,
Mhm.
and loving that. And with the rewatch, I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I know we're not going to get into this, but I loved one thing about it. The two bad guys who hook
Oh,
up
man.
are both Star Trek villains.
Yes,
which
yes,
made
they
me
are. Yes.
excited because the bald dude from that
Kurtwood
70s
Smith.
show,
Red, yeah.
who is
Red
is
Foreman.
he's a
so
good,
good in this.
he's the best bad guy in Voyager. He's the weird
Yes.
futuristic bad guy in Star Trek Voyager.
who that's that
He's
whole.
also in Deep Space Nine for something, I forget why.
That's that whole. That's a 2-part episode.
Yeah, that's the best
where-
Voyager episode.
Yes, it is. That is.
Year
it's-
of Hell or something like
yes,
that. Or
yes.
is that it? I forget
Yep,
now.
yep. that's exactly
He's
what it is.
awesome. And then the other guy who's like the head of the company,
Ronnie Cox.
he is the bad guy when Picard gets captured by the Cardassian. He's not really a bad guy, but he's the cat. He takes over for Captain Picard.
That's
and
right.
Next Generation,
I
and
totally forgot about that.
is an asshole, and that's the episode where Picard is like, "There are 4 lights," which is a fucking awesome episode.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
getting that out of the way
He was
now.
a bad guy in something else, Ronnie Cox.
Oh yeah, he's
And
they've
then
both
Miguel
been-
Ferreira, who's of course terrific in Blank Check and in so many
Oh
other
my
things.
God.
Blank
Right?
check.
He was in Blank Check.
Blank check.
He was the bad guy in Blank Check.
I love it.
Oh, he was. Yes,
He was.
yes. You're right.
He's terrific. Cousin
yeah.
to George Clooney.
What?
Yeah, his cousin is George Clooney because his father is Jose Ferreira, famous actor from the 50s. So, RoboCop starts. The movie opens with, which I love throughout the movie, a news report.
Yes.
News report actually filmed by real news reporters, like not real, by real newscasters.
Okay.
Report advertising the way of life in this future, which seems to be far from ideal. Among the stories, there's 3 police officers who've been murdered, and a 4th, Frank Frederickson, has been left critically injured in an attack by an unofficial old Detroit crime boss, Clarence Boddicker, played by the terrific Kurtwood Smith. And he's wanted for the deaths of over 30 police officers.
Yikes.
The Detroit Metropolitan Police Department Union Representative blame Omni Consumer Products, OCP.
Yeah, so the cops are owned by a corporation.
Yes, the cops are who have recently entered a contract with the city to run and manage the Detroit Police Department for putting their men in such dangerous environments. And now they also show that awesome commercial where, like, who was it? It was the car. They make a new heart. They have the heart, and they do the commercial for the heart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
And
That's
you
great.
Like
can
a
Yeah,
Hyundai or something.
Yes, it's like a Hyundai heart.
so however many payments of whatever
Yes.
to get a new heart.
Yeah.
Get on the list now.
So then we're at the Metro West Precinct in Old Detroit. Officers respond to a variety of cases when veteran officer Alex Murphy, played by the terrific Peter Weller, arrives. They also wanted, at first they wanted Schwarzenegger for this, and they also Rucker Hauer too, but they're both too big to play RoboCop. Like, he would have been too bulky, especially Schwarzenegger.
I see what you mean.
He's been transferred in from Metro South. We get Desk Sergeant Warren Reed, and he gets Murphy a set of riot armor and he introduces Murphy to the other cops who are not happy about how OCP seems to be trying to run the police force into the ground. As Murphy
We do get a
and the-
random boob shot for no reason.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is the future,
80s.
so we've got a co-ed
Yep.
locker room.
Locker room.
You know?
Yep.
As Murphy and the other cops are suiting up, one of them suggests they go on strike.
Cops on strike, goddammit.
At that point, Reed and another officer come in carrying an evidence tray and remove the nameplate of Frederickson. And
He did. He gone.
died. And Reed tells them that a memorial service will be held the next day and admonishes them for talking about striking. So Murphy's brought upstairs where he sees a criminal assaulting his arresting officer, the female officer played by Ann Lewis. Oh no, Ann Lewis is her name.
That's her name.
Involved quickly beats the shit out of him and puts him into a submission. Reed decides that she will partner with Murphy and they go on for a patrol and Murphy insists he drives the car. Then we go to OCP headquarters where Bob Morton, who's Miguel
Awesome.
Ferrer, Donald
Insane.
Johnson, and Kenny are on their way to the boardroom. Johnson figures that the OCP chairman, referred to as just the old man, is greenlighting the Delta City project, despite Morton pointing out that OCP never does anything ahead of schedule. So the old man starts off the meeting by reminding everyone that he's had a vision for a decade of demolishing old Detroit and redeveloping as a high-end utopia called Delta City. And we see the Delta City little
Right.
figurines.
They have, doesn't Delta
Model.
City have advertisements throughout the like fucked up city too later?
Yes.
Like people are walking around. It's like, this could be Delta City. Like,
It's riddled with crime.
being looted on a nightly basis.
So to that end, Jones has funded the development of a new type of law enforcement, Enforcement Droid Series 209, or short, ED 209. And this thing comes out, and it is awesome looking, and it's awesome stop motion.
This mech
Awesome.
thing.
Stop
Yes.
motion.
Yes.
What's the
That
name
was
of the
awesome, huh?
Yes.
What's the name of the thing in Metal Gear? The Metal Gear, right? Isn't that the name
Yeah.
of the walking thing that shoots
The Metal
people?
Gear, yeah. Mhm.
That's what it would look like.
It looks
in
like
I
Metal
would
Gear.
yeah.
say this droid was awesome visually in the same way that in Conan the Destroyer, that
Oh my
bird of
God.
prey or whatever it was
You are the
awesome
worst.
visually.
Ah, I
don't
love
even
the
know
design of these things, and I love this. Well,
I love the stop
I
motion.
thought this scene was
Oh god, no.
was
The stop motion was terrible.
It was better than making it look like the CG. It's not like there was CGI back then.
I
the
understand.
only thing
but
with it is like
stop motion is still not the way to go.
I never understand how like Star Wars can make AT-ATs look awesome, but this
Those were
doesn't-
stop motion.
Yeah, but they look way cooler than this.
Yeah. This looked terrible.
Oh, you're crazy.
I mean, like moving wise, I thought it looked cool. As a
Jones asks Kinney to volunteer as a test subject to simulate a typical arrest. Kinney is handed a Desert Eagle, and Jones instructs him to use it in a threatening manner. Kinney aims the pistol at Ed 209, and he cocks it. Ed immediately turns and aims and machine guns at Kinney, ordering him to drop the weapon. But Ed,
You have 20 seconds to
Yes.
comply.
you have 20 seconds to comply, and Ed does not shut off, and then he fucking blows away this dude.
just annihilates this guy.
Absolutely annihilates him. Blood
How
everywhere.
is the main bad? How is this guy not in jail because of this death?
Rule number one, a rich white executive gets murdered at a board meeting. Why is this not on the news? Why is
Yeah.
this company not shut down?
Because
covered it
the
up.
company has caught as the cops. The
They
cops
covered it
they have
up.
The cops and the criminals.
You don't
And
think
then-
his family raises a stink a little bit?
No, it happens all the time. People die all the time, and they try to get money from corporations.
I have never once seen a board
Stop.
meeting end with a machine
Yes.
gun fight.
It's the future.
Like-
It's the future.
They're corrupt. They're
And the
corrupt.
best part is when he goes to the old man, I am very disappointed. Dick, I am very disappointed. The old man doesn't care.
No one
Obviously-
cares. Not one person in the room cares.
No,
There's
they're-
one lady screaming like,
Yeah.
"I need to get out of here." And
I
Yeah,
then-
but
actually
once-
think they're
Once
kind
they're
of
like, all right, we're not going to die, then no one cares.
Yeah,
I-
exactly, because they're all
They're-
scuzz capitalists.
I think they were like excited about it because they're all going to
Yeah.
move up and get promoted.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like this sick future. So the old man is not happy, citing the expense involved in designing the droid. And Jones says it's just a glitch.
That's a pretty big fucking glitch.
Morton takes advantage of the opportunity to tell the old man about his own project he and the security concepts have been working on, called Robocop. Morton states that he hopes to have the first Robocop finished within 90 days. So then we go back to Lewis and Murphy. They're out on patrol, stopping for coffee, relaxing. We see Murphy flip around his little gun like a cowboy.
This
Like,
guy's having way too
Alex
much fun.
Laser, I think it's called.
He's having way too much
Yeah,
fun
he's
for this shitty. First of all, a shitty job. You know,
Oh, hey, he's
he's having way too much fun.
he's a good cop, and he just got moved to this shitty precinct. He's just trying to take it day by day, man. It's his first day on the job.
I can't believe you love this movie so much.
I really love it.
Well, here's the
I
thing
really
that I've
like
learned. Whereas Mike yells at us for being nostalgic about stuff from the 90s. Anything from the late 80s or early 90s is Mike's boner zone. Anything that came out between like 86 and 92, Mike loves.
I am
Mike,
not.
Mike has a bone zone?
I can't be nostalgic for this because I literally watched it for the first time like 2 months ago.
But if this came out in 97 instead of 87, you would hate it. Even if it was the
No.
exact same movie.
I enjoy Independence Day.
Yeah, because Independence Day is a good movie.
Well,
Not argument. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
It also has Robert Loggia in it.
So
Because of that.
Murphy and Lewis jump in the cars because they got a call from about people robbing a bank. And then we cut to the armored car with Clarence Boddicker and his gang, who just successfully robbed a pharmaceutical company and emptied the store's safe of the money. Boddicker is furious to find that Bobby had burned all the money when blowing the vault, and then he kicks over the door, he gives us the terrific line of, "Bobby, do you fly?" and tosses him out the door onto the cop
they're in
car.
a high-speed chase with them
Yes.
shooting each other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. Emil thinks Boddicker is crazy, but luckily obeys as begin loading their shotguns. The police car, Murphy radios for help, but to his and Lewis's dismay, there's no backup.
Of course.
On Boddicker's signal, Bobby kicks open the doors, but there's no car. Where is it? They wonder where the car is gone until Amelia looks out the passenger window and sees Murphy and Lewis driving alongside. Boddicker rushes to the passenger window with a shotgun, and he shoots at her. They're shooting back and forth at each other.
I will say this scene is where Fast and the Furious came from.
I did enjoy about this scene that it's like, oh yeah, they're all going to come out with guns. Let's just go to the side.
Yeah.
They can't shoot out of these tiny windows. Like,
Nope.
that was well thought out.
So Bobby falls back, gets Murphy. He gets two. Yep. So he shoots two-legged, and can you fly, Bobby? Bobby pleads for his life, only for the gang to throw him into the police car. So they drive off in pursuit. Murphy and Lewis track the truck down to an abandoned steel mill. They become separated as they split up to search for Boddicker and his men. Lewis stumbles on Cox as he's relieving himself, and he goes, "If you don't mind, let me zip this up." Oh, she took a peek. No peeking. And that's where he gets her. Knocks her unconscious. And then Murphy finds Emil and another thug, Dougie, watching the terrible, oh, that's right, the great sitcom of I Would Buy That for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I
was
would
on
buy that for $1.
every second they could
Yeah.
get it on the show. In this movie, they
Yeah,
put
they
this show
should've.
on.
This was their seashells of the movie.
I have a
What?
question about I Would Buy That for $1.
Would you buy that for
Okay.
$1?
In the Lego movie, they do something similar to this where the Lego guy, whatever his name is, watches that show, Where's My Pants?
That's right.
over and over and over again. And it was like, oh shit, are these connected?
And
They
just
must-
like, well, no, Idiocracy kind of has that joke too.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a few different shows. he
Did we get
watches
the
in it.
board game commercial yet? Because I thought that was great too.
No, that's coming later.
Okay.
So, yep, surprised by Murphy's appearance, Dougie tries to grab a shotgun, but is shot dead by Murphy. He forces Emil to surrender, saying, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me."
Oh.
At that point, Boddicker shows up and knocks Murphy to the ground with the butt of his shotgun, demanding to know where Murphy's partner is. Cox enters the room, jokingly talking about how he took out Lewis. And then he fucking blows every part of Murphy's body apart.
Shoots his
with
hand
shotgun.
off.
Shoots his hand clean
Then
off.
his arm off.
Then his arm. Yep. And then they just riddle him with bullets.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And then he finally puts one right in the head.
He gets shot in the head too, yeah.
So there's hole number 2 of the movie. The whole point of Robocop is He's this guy who almost died because he got shot a million times. So they save what they can and put him into a machine, right?
Yeah.
If you
he's
take
dead.
a shotgun and you stand 4 feet away from someone and shoot them in the face,
God.
they die 100% of the time. He shot him in the brain, not even in the face, in the brain with a shotgun.
Obviously,
He's dead.
We've got
He's
some
dead.
superior future medicine here.
Yeah.
There's, yeah.
They can't save his hand, but they can save his brain?
Well, his freaking hand got shot clean off. And
So did his brain.
Okay, one would argue his brain isn't even part of it, because when he takes off his helmet later, it just looks like a piece of paper glued to a metal helmet. He doesn't look like he has a brain.
Then how does he have consciousness?
memory.
How does he remember?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. But
Murphy
obviously his face is not connected to his brain.
Murphy's rushed to the nearby hospital but dies. Next few scenes are seen from.
Wait. The doctors trying to save him are trying their very hardest to save him.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this.
Yeah.
All right, that didn't work. All right, let's shock him once. No, okay, he's dead.
So the next.
This is like also so fucked up because like this dude is dead.
Yeah.
And they brought him back without permission.
Well, no, he signed the waiver. He signed.
Oh, okay. So he signed the waiver, but I'm sure he didn't want this.
Well,
because nobody actually reads.
the next scene are seen from an unknown perspective as Bob Morton and his staff take Murphy's body and turn it into Robocop. Morton coldly orders his team to amputate Murphy's left arm. He's like, we don't need this thing.
So what is he? Is he just a torso? Is there a
No,
human
he's
torso
nothing.
in there?
They don't want anything.
So what is it that
He
makes
has
him the machine?
he has organic parts because they
Yeah,
make
some,
that they make that mush that he's supposed to eat.
Yeah. They inform him that they'll blank his memory. Johnson also mentions that Murphy had signed the release forms when he joined the force, that they could do what they want with him. Read the fine print. Read. Who knows? For all we know, when we sign up for iTunes, we could be signing away our lives like that.
You're gonna be turned into Robocops.
You're gonna be turned into an iPod.
I could definitely see iTunes doing that. Like
Yeah.
Apple, totally
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
Apple, you get turned into an iPhone.
That's how they make somebody.
Adam Sandler gets turned into an
Yeah,
iPhone.
that's Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider
Is a kid.
is a stapler.
So Robocop is built with a unique set of schematics and state-of-the-art equipment, including titanium and Kevlar laminated armor, mechanical hands that can exert 400 pounds of force.
400 foot-pound.
400 foot-pounds.
There's a plot hole for it because doesn't he choke one dude at one point? Didn't he crush that guy's fucking larynx
I'm
in
sure
1 second?
he can. He's got varying degrees of strength he can use.
Right.
So several months later, when you see them go through like, what is it? Go through like New Year's and all this stuff. Several months later, Morton unveils Robocop to his fellow OCP executives. Large convoy of scientists and engineers transport him to Murphy's old precinct. And this is such a good scene how he's just like slowly walks through the glass and he shows up like that. It's just so good.
I like how they just drop this in. Like, you have a Robocop now.
You
don't even know what this is, but you have one.
This is not police business, though.
And the other
he tells the main guy, or Dean or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
this doesn't concern you. It's not police business.
It doesn't concern you, even though he is a cop on your force, but it doesn't concern you.
Other officers eagerly run through the halls to see what is going on. To Robocop is led to his charging station and command center in the holding cell. At the command center, Robocop is told to sit in a large diagnostic chair when at rest. The engineer tells Morton and Robocop is fed with a rudimentary paste to sustain its organic system. Tastes like baby food.
Baby food paste.
And the guy keeps eating it.
Hey, it tastes good.
He does eat it. It must taste good. His face is glued onto metal. How does he eat?
Well, through some sort of pipe.
How does he digest?
Mm-hmm.
He needs.
Well, you
something
said
to
you said he had a
him.
torso, right?
I don't know what he has. He must
Hey,
have something.
we don't need to know all the ins and outs of RoboCop.
All right, stop. Can RoboCop fuck?
Well,
No.
probably not now. Unless he used that spike he's got.
Oh, that was a surprise.
Oh.
That was a surprise.
I'm
That
sure
big
he
old
could
thing.
put something on the spike.
Oh my
Like a
God.
hot dog? What do you mean he puts it on a spike?
What do you mean put a dildo on a spike?
Yeah, a hot dog.
A dildo on a
Explain
spike
further. Please don't. Continue.
So, they asked RoboCop about his prime directives, and it's one: serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law, and the unknown. Classified.
Directive 4, classified.
No one seems worried about that there's an unknown classified directive.
The corporation knows what it is.
The other cops might be curious, I would think.
The other cops probably don't even know.
The other cops don't even know what it is because it's not police business.
Yeah, it's not police business.
So
Lewis and some
fuck off.
It's our next scene on the shooting range, but everyone's attention's distracted when RoboCop shows up with his awesome custom pistol. That's like
his gun is awesome.
He has a cooler gun than they do.
And he explodes that thing. It's not accurate. He just explodes it.
He demolishes it, and then he does the little twist, the little spin, and boom, it's able to put his gun in his leg.
That's
Which
cool.
is exactly when Lewis realizes, that's my old partner.
That's my old partner because he did the little twirl.
Oh, that's not weird to me at all. Of course, all my old partners turned into robots.
He's not freaked out at all. I like how he's boring as a real human being, but cool and fun as RoboCop, and he does his quips. But before, he's just a real human guy. He's just boring.
Yeah.
They programmed him with quips.
So Morton tells RoboCop that he needs a car. Reed grabs a set of keys from the desk, tosses them to RoboCop, and Morton says, "Go get him, boy." So then we're at a mom and pop convenience store when a robber wearing a trench coat enters. He asks the owner to empty the cash register. He whips out a submachine gun, orders them to give him the money. RoboCop walks in and orders them to drop the weapon. RoboCop fires. Oh no, the robber fires at RoboCop, but the bullets just bounce off. Come on, what are you gonna do to RoboCop? Continues shooting until RoboCop bends the barrel. And the robber tries to run, and RoboCop delivers a blow and throws him into a refrigerator.
Murders this man.
Yes.
Next, we get a
And
really
he destroys this guy's store in the process.
Next, we get a really good scene with two scumbags chasing down this blonde woman. And RoboCop emerges and orders them to let her go. One of the men grabs the woman and threatens to slit her throat, but RoboCop draws his pistol, tracks the thug holding the woman, and boom, shoots her right between the legs and him right in the dick.
Right. Yeah.
Dick shot.
Dick shot.
This guy's got jokes.
100%.
That seems very dangerous.
Yep.
Shoots him right in the ball.
Shoots through the skirt.
That is a good shot right there.
Good old dick shot.
Good shot, RoboCop.
Also, she's her reaction to RoboCop. I get yay, RoboCop saved me, but he's not a person. She reacts as if he is a person.
Well, hey,
jumps on him and hugging him and stuff. Yay, robot.
Then we're at the city hall where an disgruntled ex-councilman has the mayor hostage.
He lost the election.
Yes, and he wants a recount.
and he's not happy about it.
Oh, sounds familiar.
Whoa, we've never heard of this story before.
So the police are there and they've got the place surrounded. RoboCop tells the police to stall while he goes inside and starts making his way to the second floor. Miller, he wants one of those sweet, the Sucks 4000, the SUV. That sweet car.
Wants a car.
6,000 sucks.
6,000 sucks.
6,000 sucks.
Okay. He, as Miller prepares to execute the mayor, RoboCop punches through the wall, grabs Miller and then just throws him right out the window.
I like how he has no regard for what is happening, like in the hostage situation. They're just like, what are you doing? He drives in the middle of the thing, causes all the news to come in. Then he just like you shouldn't probably not go in. It's a hostage situation. It's like, fuck you, I'm going in.
That's what he wants. He knows what's
He's
up.
very Team America World Police.
Yes.
He's like, this guy was going to rob you for $200. I will stop the crime, destroy your store, and cost you $2,000.
So Bob Morton is thrilled by the success of this project and the fame that Robocop is bringing him. But Dick Jones is very angry about Morton upstaging him. And then they have a very sexually charged scene in a bathroom.
Wow. Is it sexually charged?
It almost got hot.
Ooh, baby. Sexy.
They do not like each other.
But they might want to fuck.
So some nights later, Robocop is at rest when he begins to have seizures of memories begin to flow through his head.
That scene is funny because
he's freaking out.
Robotic freakouts is funny.
He's remembering his old life, which he
does have a brain then.
Yeah, he probably has some piece of a brain left.
Even though it exploded with buckshot.
We don't see. It wasn't a buckshot. It was a single.
It was one bullet.
It was one bullet. People have made that recovery before. That's a fact.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have.
Also,
yes,
but he did take a volley of buckshot from the 4 other guys before taking the bullet.
His entire body was riddled with bullets.
The human brain is a real magical, wonderful piece of machinery.
From the neck down was just a hole.
Yeah, well,
and then
you still got that brain. You still got pieces of that brain still there.
Not connected to his face, though. That's a piece of paper just glued to the front of his metal helmet.
And we realize these are the last things Murphy ever saw. Robocop stands up and leaves to find...
he wants some revenge.
Yes, he wants his revenge.
Yes.
So Murphy confronts him and goes, asks what his name is. Robocop has no reaction to Lewis until she refers to him as Murphy, and then he backs off. In a different part of town, we get Emil, one of Bodeker's henchmen at a gas station, being a dickhead. Emil begins threatening the guy, but then Robocop...
Being a dickhead or robbing the guy?
Well, dickhead, right? He's doing the same.
He wanted free gas, right? He's like, I'm taking this.
Free gas, and
free
he
gas.
had him, all your money. Which you would think you'd get the gas first and then have him give you all your money.
No one said these wackos were of sound mind.
Why own a business in this town?
Hey, you gotta make
every night you have to deal with this shit. Just get the hell out of there.
Robocop shows up and says to Emil, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me." And Emil's like, "Wait a second, I know that guy.
I can see your charisma from a mile away."
So Robocop blows up Emil blows up the whole gas pump, but Robocop is just like, "Fire, fuck that shit."
Fire doesn't bother me.
Nope. So then Robocop goes back to the precinct and pops out his thingamajig, his spike, plugs it in, and sees all these scumbags, including Bodeker, and then sees...
He is like, not only can he kill somebody with that, he's also R2-D2. He can put his little finger in something and get information from computers.
Yep, and he gets the information saying that these guys killed
him,
Alex J. Murphy, who he is. So Robocop goes to Murphy's last known address, which is in the house for sale, and he walks through, triggering memories of his wife and his son, and he snaps and punches a monitor.
Right,
get
there
mad.
Was a virtual tour in this house, right? Yeah.
Robocop rages it's through the screen. Robocop tracks down Leon at a nightclub rave and arrests him, and we get the terrific scene of Leon trying to kick him in the balls.
Right. Robocop in a nightclub, also fun.
Yeah, Robocop dancing in a nightclub. So, meanwhile, while he's Robocop is trying to get kicked in the balls, Bob Morton is hanging out and doing coke with some ladies of the night. It's all going well until Boddicker shows up, and we get bitches leave.
This guy is great as
So
a bad
good.
guy.
Kurtwood Smith
So
is
good as a
in
bad
this.
guy.
So
Why-
good. You gotta love it, Wally. You love Red.
Oh, I love Red Foreman. Red Foreman's the best. Kurtwood Smith is a great actor.
Yes.
So funny.
Bitches leave. And Boddicker shoots Morton in the leg and then plays a tape of Jones, CD, telling him, I'm cashing you out.
Oh, I like how his rich guy futuristic CD player setup
Yes.
in the wall made me laugh.
Great. So great. Can't wait for that future.
Fun way to kill somebody. Like, I'm going to shoot you in the leg and you have to defuse the grenade.
And then I'm going to lick a grenade.
Yeah, I'm going to put a grenade out and you can't get to it because I've shot you in the leg.
Yep. And I'm going to put it just out of reach, and he blows up his entire house.
Yep. Damn, that CD player. It
That
went
whole
up.
expensive CD player. So then Clarence goes to a meeting with his competitors, goes to a cocaine factory.
Yeah, good old cocaine factory.
Yeah,
Trying to run out of business.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Cut out the shipping costs.
Sal is unimpressed with Boddicker and his thugs, telling him that his record of killing cops makes him too dangerous. Clarence tells Sal that he can increase his distribution network, but it ends with guns drawn. But then we get a knock, knock, knock on the door. Robocop shows up and starts blasting these motherfuckers away.
Robocop comes in and drops his robotic dick down on the table and starts taking people out. And I thought for sure Red was going to die. I don't know.
Nope, but he beats the shit out of Red.
Yeah, he basically almost kills him.
Beats him.
He's
but
the
then,
only one that gets to come in alive.
Yes.
He's like, I'll kill everybody else.
Yeah.
But you,
These
the one
rules
who
don't
killed
apply
me-
to everyone else.
All
here.
because he reveals he's got his connections to Dick Jones. Good old Dickie Jones. Yep, and Robocop realizes he's a police officer and simply cannot kill Clarence out of revenge. So back
But
in
again, can kill all of his friends.
Those
Every one
guys-
of his
those
friends.
guys
Can
were
kill
firing
everyone
at him.
else. Kills everyone else.
He was firing at him. He's self-defense. Stand your ground.
Wasn't that dude fired up?
We didn't see that.
Just time out. Just Wally and Ryan, if you don't forget that Mike just advocated stand your ground.
I'd say for
Yes, he did.
RoboCop in the future. RoboCop in the future
But, yeah.
in Detroit. So back at the police station, the police have voted to go on strike. RoboCop brings in Boddicker, orders him to be booked on the charges of murdering police officers. But Dick Jones arranges to get him freed.
Yeah.
And RoboCop immediately goes into Dick Jones's office, goes to see him. As he marches in, he plays a video recording of Clarence's admission of his connection with Jones. But then we find product violation. What?
Oh, that's
Directive 4.
Directive 4.
It was created by himself. So Jones created it to prevent OCP products from taking action against any OCP officials. Very tricky.
Executives, yeah. So I got a question about that.
Uh-huh.
This is a project in another person's project. How did he get to override?
Well, he put it in
First-
all OCP products, so it's probably in all of them. I'm sure Morton had no problem agreeing to that.
Don't ask questions about when the movie doesn't make sense, Wally.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Jones activates.
Why didn't they just make the one dude an employee? That would have been a fun reveal. Like if he's about to kill the guy who actually killed him there.
Oh, Boddicker?
If he's about to kill Boddicker and it's like, Directive 4, he's actually an employee of the.
Well, it's for executives.
Yeah.
Right.
They
But it's still-
mentioned that it's executives.
It's good. it shows that these businesses own both the criminals and the cops. They own both sides of the war. So Jones activates Ed 209 to destroy Robocop and admits he had Bob Morton killed.
If you're a corporation that makes money off of cops, you need bad guys for cops to catch.
Yeah, hey, you need them. Robocop is damaged, but manages to escape by running down a flight of stairs. And Ed 209 cannot do the stairs and falls down them and does the very funny squealing and crying like a baby.
Yeah, that was very silly.
That was very silly.
Yes, a silly part during a otherwise serious action movie.
Yeah,
Very serious action scene.
There's a couple more silly parts.
So RoboCop could not have pulled this off without human intuition.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very human move right here.
To go downstairs?
To realize that if I go downstairs,
Yeah.
it's not going to be able to do it either.
Yeah.
Did he actually realize that, or did he just go downstairs and then look to see if the thing's coming or
I
following?
think
He
he
knew.
did it on purpose, right?
Yeah, he knew. He
Sure.
knew what's up. So several officers attempt to stop RoboCop for his reported attack on Jones, opening fire, damaging further when Lewis arrives and rescues him. Lewis
He almost gets gunned down in a blaze of glory again, for a second time here.
By cops this time.
Yes.
Right.
So RoboCop retreats to a hidden factory. RoboCop repairs most of his damage, and then he removes his helmet, revealing the face of Murphy. That's all
Kinda.
stretched out.
Glued and stretched onto a robotic head.
Murphy asks what happened to his wife and son, and Lewis responds that they moved away after Murphy's funeral
That would have been awkward. Very awkward scene.
to start a new life.
Daddy's back.
Now that was like his primary objective when he found out he was this old cop, was to go to his house and find his family.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kind of gives up on that. Like, oh, they moved? Cool. That's all I need to hear.
Oh, they moved on.
Is that a thing going forward in the other RoboCop movies? Does
I
he
guess
go
in
looking for his
RoboCop
family?
2,
Yeah.
in RoboCop 2, he does see his wife, and RoboCop 2 is supposed to be not good. But now this is where we get a terrific news story where the Star Wars, what is it? The
Yes.
the space cannon or space laser
'cause
killed
it's Ronald Reagan
yes.
times, right? He's
Yes.
president during this movie.
Oh, it is the 80s. He is president in real life. Yes.
He was president in real life when they made this movie, and he came up with a thing called Star Wars, which was like a defense system in space,
Yes.
So Space Force.
which was so dumb.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was meaning to like if a nuke goes off, then this would take
Yeah. It was
I
a
see.
dumb idea that would not have worked. And
But at this
they're
point,
making
yes.
fun of him by saying that space Star Wars actually
malfunctions.
happened, but it killed the presidents.
It killed 130 people and two living
Two.
presidents.
Two
Former, yeah.
not
And
just
then-
one.
And then we get the weird game. What was it like?
Nukem.
Nukem.
That's
Yes.
what it was called. Nukem.
Oh, yeah.
It's Battleship.
Yes.
But it's called Nukem.
With nukes.
Nukes.
Yep.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of jokes in there that are like
Yes.
border related, like get off
Yes.
my border and
Yes.
stuff like that. Like wow,
Very good and very timely.
so weird how
So
much
good.
this stuff makes sense now.
Oh. Clarence is released from jail and meets up with Jones, who chastises Clarence for involving him. Says RoboCop recorded a video of Clarence's mission. Admission. Ugh.
Admission, yeah.
Admission. Dick orders Clarence to destroy the cyborg, and Dick agrees. It provides Clarence with some insane guns that are like 8 feet long.
Like the Joker pistol, but they have bazooka bullets in them.
Yeah.
Yes. And he gives him a tracking device. Clarence rallies his gang of thugs and go out to kill RoboCop.
Which he's such an asshole to his own thugs. He pulls
Yes.
off and they're like, check out our cool cars. He just blows on them up.
Blows
like,
them
fuck
up.
you.
Jones had been gave them a 50 caliber rifle that destroyed their nemesis. The crew tracks RoboCop and his partner down to the steel mill where they're hiding. One by one, they defeat and kill Lewis and the RoboCop. Joe Cox is killed almost immediately when Murphy targets and shoots him. Now, this is the best death in the whole movie. Emil is driving the truck and crashes it into some toxic waste.
Yes.
Toxic waste. And then he gets out of the car and is transformed into
been mutated
into like a fish man. Fly man.
Yes.
And then who is it? One of the other guys, I believe Clarence,
runs him over,
and he doesn't like get run over.
He doesn't just get run over. Yes, everything comes off.
Yes, he is eviscerated.
His head flies off.
Eviscerated. Literally.
I was laughing so hard when he hits the thing and it all pours on him, and then he comes out and he's like, "Help me!"
Yes.
Like, what are we supposed to do?
Down on his chin.
Your entire face is melted off.
And then he's literally like blown up into water.
And this is a good scene, you say?
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
Yes.
Well-known comedy, RoboCop.
It can have some.
It is kind of funny.
It's got silly parts.
I laughed at Nukem. You didn't laugh at Nukem?
Nukem, and then the president.
That's really funny. Presidents.
Yeah. It's satire. This is a satire. That's what this movie is. It's 100% satire.
Or real life.
Murphy becomes so. Then they drop a bunch of scrap metal down on him. On RoboCop from
Why would you think that would work?
Well, it's gonna crush him. But then,
you have exploding Joker bazooka guns.
Yeah,
but that's your
which
plan.
He brought with him into that little crane.
Yes,
and
I like when he dies too. That made me laugh.
Oh man, when he gets blown up by that gun, shoots one bullet, and the
he's like,
tower,
I did it, yo, Adrian, I did it. He gets blown up.
Awesome. So then Clarence shows up, who's wielding a big rail bar. He stabs Murphy, but then Murphy, boom, pulls out that information spike thing and boom, gets him right in the throat.
Yep. Stab him right in the throat. And we forgot to cover the one part where RoboCop lets his partner die, and doesn't save her at all.
She gets shot like 4 times.
And he says the terrific thing.
He leaves her there.
He goes, "I'm a mess," and then he goes, "Don't worry, they'll fix you. They fix everything." So good. RoboCop then returns to OCP. Using the giant rifle taken from Clarence's gang, destroys Ed 209.
Yeah.
Has guarded the entrance to the headquarters. RoboCop interrupts the meeting of the OCP board and openly accuses Dick Jones of murder and states his program will not allow him to arrest any executives.
But
over Jones' protest that the cyborg is a psychopath, Murphy uses his data spike to play the video of Jones admitting killing Morton, and which leads to and then Jones grabs a gun, takes the old man hostage, and demands a helicopter. The old man then goes, "Dick, you're fired.
You're fired."
And then RoboCop says, "Thank you, thank you." Boom. Blows him away, and then we get that awesome shot of like the weird looking doll.
Yeah, like the arms are way too long.
Mm-hmm. Not good.
They had to throw it out the window to make it look real. RoboCop shoots Dick Jones, and he falls out the window.
This is like every 80s movie bad guy gets shot and falls out a window.
Yeah.
Or falls off a roof or whatever it is.
So then the old man thanks the cyborg for his asking what the cyborg's name, and RoboCop pauses for a second before responding, "Murphy, RoboCop." Awesome movie.
This was not a good movie.
Yes, it is. This is a
This
good movie.
wasn't bottom of the barrel like some of the ones we've done, but this is bad. Like They Live is bad. Like it's watchable, but it's bad.
You're insane. You're
It's
insane.
not good acting.
Nope.
Oh
Bad
my God.
special
He's a
effects.
robot. How
Awful
much
special
acting
effects.
is
It's-
supposed
It
to be?
is
such
a
good
fun
acting.
movie, though. It's a fun movie, but it's not a good.
Let me tell you this. On Rotten Tomatoes, what do you think it's got?
99.
85.
Oh wait. So Rotten Tomatoes is the end all be all, but until I find a good movie like Hook, Rotten Tomatoes is stupid.
I'm talking about the critics. The critics, not the tomato meter, not the dumb one with the fans. Even though the
Hook is a
fans-
better movie than this.
Oh my
Hook-
God,
it-
you are
Hook
insane.
is
It
a
is.
better movie than this.
No, it is not.
It
I don't
is.
think so.
It is not.
I
a
don't
better
think so.
movie than-
I'm on the
That-
Hook. I'm on your side about the Hook. I'm on Wally and Bill's side about Hook, but yeah, this is better than Hook. Come on.
First off, it's got a 90%
It's a good
on
movie.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's good. Good enough.
Rotten to 90%.
90% thermometer.
Yep. Here it's got 90%, and then the audience score is 84%.
Hmm.
Nominated for 3 Oscars. Won
Yep.
an Oscar
For
For what?
for
Special effects.
best sound effects editing.
sweet.
Okay.
Should have been nominated for best visual effects.
I mean,
Yeah, definitely not.
Transformers: Dark of the Moon won Best Sound of the Oscars, and that was
2
third.
BAFTA awards it was nominated for best makeup and best visual effects, and won several Saturn awards. And Saturn
What the fuck
awards,
is a Saturn
a
Award?
Saturn award
Sci-fi, right?
is, huh?
Isn't that sci-fi stuff?
Sci-fi, fantasy, all that. Won for best science fiction film, best director, best writing, best makeup, best special effects, and didn't win best actor.
This won special effects awards.
Yes.
Me and Microsoft Paint could do better special effects.
Yeah,
than this movie had.
nowadays, of course you could. But let me just tell you a few other things that won best Saturn award: Interstellar,
It's a great movie.
Inception, Jurassic
movie.
Park.
Good movie.
So it's not like these they're giving movies to chumps. This giving this
Well.
Saturn awards to chumps.
They gave this
How
one
did-
to chumps.
How did
Entertainment.
this beat like Predator and
Well, that's what it was nominated against. Predator.
Yeah, it was nominated against Predator that year.
they went with this?
Yeah, because that movie, Entertainment Weekly
You're
named
saying,
it.
so you're about to say that Predator is a worse movie than RoboCop? That's
I'm
what
not
you were
gonna
about to say.
it's a worse
That's
movie.
what you're about.
This is what you're
They-
about to say.
Ooh.
They are equally. This is like choosing between children.
What? No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Predator
is.
is so much better.
No.
I can't.
Oh.
I've never seen Predator, but I can't imagine
Oh,
it's much
get out.
worse.
Entertainment Weekly named it the 14th greatest action film of all time.
Let me be clear. I didn't actually hate RoboCop, but it's a bad movie. And Mike, you're making way too big a deal about how good it is.
Complex rated it 19th best action film of all time. 2008 Empire Magazine, one of the 500 greatest movies ever made. New York Times included it.
500
their-
greatest movies ever made.
New York Times included it on their best 1,000 best films ever made.
Wow.
AMC and Film.com rated it as one of the best films of 1987. I mean, film was on the ballot for American Institute's 100 Sid. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's an American classic. It is.
I think Spaceballs had better
Oh my
visual
God.
effects than this.
Spaceballs.
Which it did.
This is
Which it
is
did.
a better movie than Spaceballs.
I can't get through 10 minutes of Spaceballs, so that might be true. But
Spaceballs is Mel Brooks' worst movie. One of his worst movies.
It is, but it's still better than this.
All right.
It is
I
an American.
don't think you're ever going to get a consensus.
I don't care because I know it's a good movie.
Ryan, how do you rate it? You like it more than Wally or I. How do you rate it?
How did I rate it?
Yeah.
I say
Out of
it's
5 stars, what do you give it?
I give it 1.5.
Oh my God. That's
I liked
insane.
it.
It's better than that, but
I'm
it's,
going to say a 3.5 maybe.
I would give it a solid 2.5. A very middle of the pack.
I gave it.
I could maybe
Three,
be
three and a
talking to a 2.
It is. I gave it a 4.5.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is very high.
4.5, and it's got an average rating of 3.9. So it's right there, right at 4. Out of how many reviews? Over 8,000 reviews.
So you're high on that.
3.9. Yep.
According to your own group of
You are high.
your own site there.
What did Leonard Maltin rate it at?
Oh, that's a good question. Here, wait a second. What did
Film
Ebert?
critic.
Ebert. I know Ebert's in here.
Oh yeah, those guys were around, right?
Yeah.
Why does everyone hate Siskel? What did he do?
I don't know. Reveal it.
Nobody talks about Siskel. All they talk about is
Roger Ebert praised the film as a thriller with a difference, praising the way it put audience off guard, calling it a thriller not easily categorized, with splashes of other genres added. Ebert praised Wellers for his performance and his ability to elicit sympathy. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a terrific satire on the 80s in America and
or the
in
current
the 80s,
times in the 80s.
about just
America.
everything from cops, corruption, gentrification, everything. Capitalism, it's the best. This movie is terrific.
So Ebert is basically saying that Weller is the ultimate babyface. Is that what you're saying?
Essentially.
It's a big babyface.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, that's it. I think that's a good place to end. We are finished. You love it. Bill hates it. Wally
Don't hate
hates
it. I dislike it.
Bill dislikes it. Wally sort of dislikes it. I enjoy it. And Mike fucking
I
loves
enjoy
it.
watching it, but it's a bad movie.
Yeah. All right. Who's next? Is it me again?
I think so.
All right. So this is going to be a new thing. We haven't had this happen before, but I received a message on Facebook.
Oh, brother.
No, brother.
Yep. I received a message on Facebook. Hold on. Where is it? From a Nick. A Nick O. Sent a message on Facebook saying, I would request that you would please review.
Nick Offerman?
Yes, Nick Offerman. I request that you would review Survivor Series 1991. So I said, okay, I'll do it when I come back up. So Survivor Series 1991.
Wait, who is this Nico?
I don't know. A Nico popped up.
This seems very fishy.
Does it?
This does seem very fishy.
It does, but whatever. I'm going to do it.
If this Nico is real, then
He's real.
Why does this seem suspicious?
I don't know, because there's somebody who wants us to review a show and you're confused by it.
And wants us to review. Is that like the original Survivor Series?
It's the second one, I think. 90 was definitely one.
No, 1987.
Okay, so it was around for a while. All right, Survivor Series 91. That's what I'm picking. Thanks, Nico.
Nico, if you're a real person, send us a Twitter DM. Don't do Facebook. Like, what are you, 75-year-old granny with your QAnon conspiracies?
Don't insult our fan.
Yeah, insulting the only fan that we have, Mike.
Not a good move, Mike.
I like Nick.
I'm on your side, Nico, and I'm picking your episode. So there you go.
I'm not on your side because it's a 1991 pay-per-view that's not going to be good.
Yeah, I know. But it is a long weekend where people don't have to work on Friday. So there you go.
Survivor Series.
I think it's
you guys don't have to work on Friday? Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't have to work any Fridays lately.
I don't.
You have every Friday off?
I have a bunch of time to burn, so from the last 3 weeks into mid-January, I work 0 Fridays.
Yeah, I think we get Wednesday and Friday off, which I love.
Very nice.
I have to work Wednesday.
Well, that gives you plenty of time to watch this sucker.
This is a Survivor Series heavy show. There's only 2 single matches.
Is this
and one's dark.
I think this is Undertaker versus Hogan, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. It also works.
Oh, is this the debut of Undertaker?
No,
I think it's the year before that he debuted, right?
He debuted.
He debuted in 90,
20, yeah.
And then he had this match in 90.
Debuted in a Survivor Series match with Ted DiBiase.
That's right.
Anyway, so there you go. That's what's next.
Oh man. Yeah.
Have fun with it.
You know what? Here, this is what I want, Nick. Oh, just give us why this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. All right. That's it.
And wait a second, was that all he said? It was just like review that, and you're just like, yes, sir.
Don't believe.
No, I don't.
Believe anything. I don't know. It didn't seem that nefarious to me.
It doesn't seem like
I like
Ryan
the show.
has
Can
any
you
kind of
review
backstory at
this?
all here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
all right.
Nico. Okay.
All right. Peace out.
See ya.